Whether I'm audible?
Yeah.
You're able to hear me?
Yes.
Fine.
Can you hear me? Is my voice audible?
Hello.
Sir?
Sir, Deval sir.
Sashi sir?
Sir, ஒரு help.
Is it fine?
ஒரு
Echoing.
உள்ள வண்டிக்கு லைட் ஆகிங்க.
Slightly.
எனக்கு ஒரு ஐபிக்கு வந்து லைவ் ஸ்ட்ரீமிங் பர்மிஷன் கொடுக்கணும். ஒரு
Mute பண்ணிடு.
Check. Can you hear me? Check. Is my voice clear?
Yes, madam, we are able to hear you.
Fine.
Exactly.
Fine. Is it one question?
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, it's good.
You take the chair and sit down.
Okay.
Yeah, one second. Yeah, yeah. Is my voice fine? Is my voice clear?
Ma'am, your voice is clear. It's fine.
Thank you, Dr. Sashi. I'll mute myself now.
Okay.
Okay.
Participants, are you able to hear us? Myself and Dr. Subhashini, whether you're able to hear? Can you give a thumbs up? Yes, sir. Okay. Fine. Let me start the session in another 2 minutes because actually we scheduled this talk by 7 o'clock. Good evening, participants. Today, more than 1,000 aspirants are going to attend this session, and we are streaming it in YouTube also. If any of your friends, they are unable to join the Zoom meeting, you can recommend them the YouTube link. Ask them to join via YouTube, and they can listen to this program. So, in this 2 minutes, I want to brief about VIT. So hope you know we have 5 campuses, one in Vellore, another one in Chennai, then VIT AP and Andhra Pradesh, then VIT Bhopal, and then VIT Bangalore. In this, we are offering MBA program at Vellore campus, Chennai campus, and Bhopal campus. Related to this, today we arranged for a talk from an eminent professor from VIT. It's Dr. Subhashini R. A small intro I'll give, then she will start her lecture. So Professor Subhashini is working in VIT for last 20 years, and she published many papers, many articles, more than 60 articles she published. She's a very good researcher. She was in top 10 for the last 10 years, and she's guiding several scholars. And she is a professor in VIT Business School. So right now, I invite Dr. Subhashini to give a talk on career opportunities for MBA students. She'll be covering the entire area of all areas of MBA and VIT Business School. So right now, I invite Dr. Subhashini to deliver her speech. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Sashi Kumar, sir, for your warm welcome and for the opportunity that has been given to me. And my sincere thanks to Dr. V.V. Gopal, Dean VITBS, and the entire marketing team who have been associated in this accord. Well, above all, warm greetings and thanks a lot to each and every aspiring manager for your laudable presence for this webinar on career opportunities for MBA students. Fine. Pursuing a Master of Business Administration degree is, of course, a popular choice to enhance one's career and earning potential. With its focus on developing managerial and leadership skills, an MBA opens up a wide range of job opportunities across industries. We have been, when it is collated, we have been getting continuous, frequently asked questions in general as to why should I do MBA? What are the high-paying jobs for MBAs? What is the main skill industry expects from an MBA? What are the salary ranges for various profiles? In which sectors are MBAs placed? And pertaining to VIT Business School, students do ask us as to what are the various specializations that are offered in MBA at VITBS, which is given preference, the CAT score, the XAT, or the GMAT, which scores are just given preference, and what are the cutoffs for MBA admissions, and the fee structure at VITBS for MBA. These have been the repetitive questions which has been asked by the students. So collating all this, we thought we'll just give an insight on why MBA The career paths for an MBA graduate, best jobs for MBA graduates, skills that employers look for in an MBA graduate, and why MBA at VIT Business School. And moving on to the first, important and pivotal dissemination. As we have the 5 elements of nature, these are the 5 basic values of an MBA as a career. If you wish to be an employee and have a corporate career, MBA helps you to meet the competitive edge in the job market. If you intend to become an employer, then MBA fosters entrepreneurial aspirations too. Then, MBA holders earn significantly more than what they earned in their pre-MBA jobs. But of course, the difference varies from industry to industry, ranging from about 35 to 65%. Next is KSCs. MBA enables one to develop knowledge, skills, and abilities with practical experiences that's essential for business success. Then, networking and industrial connectivity. Eventually, MBA networking needn't be viewed as a one-way transaction, but it's, of course, a long-term relationship that's beneficial for all the parties involved. During your MBA program, you'll spend an extensive amount of time building connections with your fellow students and alumni. Alumni collections can be a valuable source for your future career. In fact, through alumni network, you can seek mentorship, job favors, internal reference, and many more. Through industrial connectivity, you can gain deeper insight into the inner workings of the corporate world and learning the subtle nuances that cannot be taught in a classroom teaching. Next is to become a versatile professional. With an MBA degree, you can develop a keen understanding of market dynamics, allowing you to identify opportunities, assess risk, and develop robust business strategies. The combination of analytical thinking, leadership skills, and a broad business perspective positions you as a versatile professional with a corporate etiquette. The personal and professional growth you get during your MBA program can have a lasting impact on your career trajectory. This is just for you to know the difference between knowledge, skills, and abilities. And moving on to the career paths for an MBA graduate. In fact, MBA aspirants have myriad career paths to choose. In 2020, despite the pandemic, the placement rate for MBA students was around 90% in top-tier business schools. The median salary for MBA graduate in India is also increasing, reporting average salaries of around 16 to 20 lakhs per annum. The key factors driving the demand for MBA graduates in India is firstly, the growth of the country's economy, and then the increasing number of startups in the country. The S&P Global Ratings predicts that India will become the 3rd largest economy by 2030, with an estimated 7% GDP growth in the fiscal year 26-27. As you all know, currently, India is the 5th largest, lagging US, China, Germany, and Japan. This rapid economic growth in recent years has created a demand for skilled business professionals who can help companies to expand and succeed in a competitive market. Another important factor contributing to the career growth of MBA graduates in India is increasing number of startup companies in the country. Startups are often looking for business professionals who can help them to develop and execute growth strategies, and MBA graduates are well equipped for this role. S&P has also said that the robust growth of India's domestic digital market has a potential to drive the expansion of its thriving startup ecosystem, particularly in the realms of financial and consumer technology over the next decade. And now, moving on into the employability. This is the statistics on employability among MBA graduates in India from 2015 to 2023. It's obvious from the start that the employability rate in India for MBA graduates in 2023 has increased to 60%, which is a significant increase from 47% in 2021. This rise highlights an improving job market for MBA graduates compared to the previous 2 years. The fact is, the overall youth employability still stands only at around 46%. This clearly indicates that the MBA graduates have a higher chance of finding employment compared to the general youth population. It is also pointed by experts that 89% companies worldwide are planning to hire MBA graduates who are deep generalists and obviously see managers as their important resource. And 89% companies worldwide are planning to hire MBA graduates, says the Graduate Management Admission Council 2021. The top paying sectors for MBA graduates. There are so many sectors, but these are the top paying sectors for MBA grads. Engineering, IT and ITES, healthcare, consulting, finance. And these are the many job openings for MBAs across sectors: consulting, business analytics, energy, econ, operations, product management, healthcare, M&S, BFSI, online services, conglomerates, agri-tech, manufacturing, media, FMCG, IT and ITES, automobile, telecom, edtech, retail, and whatnot. Almost all the top-notch sectors over here that contributes towards the economic growth of this nation. So MBAs have the leverage to be placed in all these areas. And broadly, jobs for MBA graduates are marketing manager, financial manager, human resource manager, operations project manager, business consultant analyst, and above all, if you really intend to be an employer, you can give jobs to others and be an entrepreneur or a startup founder. Average salary range in the job market is just this. And we're not confining it to this because to industry and based on the credential of the candidate, the average salary range differs. But predominantly, MBA in finance, the average salary range is between 8 to 12 lakh per annum. In marketing, it is 8 to 10 lakh. In HR, it is 7 to 12 lakhs. And in MBA in operations, it's 6 to 10 lakhs per annum. And for business analytics, it is 8 to 10 lakhs per annum. And when we just move on, these are the list of highest paying jobs for MBAs in India for 2023. Based on the survey, it has been found that the investment banker gets 40.4 lakhs per annum, followed by a project manager, a marketing manager, and a consultant. So these are the lucrative offers that you have in the market for the MBA professionals. Moving on to the career hierarchy. These are the various hierarchy which you need to know when we speak about or when we just deal with the topic on career prospects. Obviously, you need to know the hierarchy under various domains. So you start, if you're an MBA marketing guy, if you're an MBA marketing student, you start at level 1 as a marketing trainee, and you end up over the years into the career ladder as a vice president or chief marketing officer. And the various, roles related to MBA marketing are these. And as you all know, marketing is intrinsic to any business, and hence it is one of the oldest academic disciplines as well. MBA marketing allows students to work as market research analysts. You gather and analyze data to help companies understand the requirements of customers, market trends, and marketing strategies. And the average salary is somewhere around 12 to 15 lakhs per annum. You can become a sales manager, wherein the average salary is somewhere around 10 to 15 lakhs per annum. You can become a brand manager. You can become a product manager. You can become a marketing manager, where the average salary is somewhere around 11 to 20 lakhs per annum here in our country. You can also become, the order of the day, the digital marketing manager, wherein you use social media, the search engine optimizations, SEOs, the PPCs, and email marketing to help the company grow, where the average salary is around 15 to 20 lakhs per annum. And moving on into the career hierarchy of finance division or the finance domain, you start at the entry level as an assistant, a finance assistant, and you move on to the next level as an analyst, and then as a finance manager, and then you become a finance director, then a treasurer, and then the CFO of a company. Of course, the person who makes all the pivotal decisions of a company. And of course, the roles related to finance or being a financial analyst, an investment banker, a corporate finance manager, portfolio manager, risk and insurance manager. If you just wish to know what the description of these roles are, we are ready to just share with you, maybe in the question and answer session. Moving on to the career hierarchy of human resources department. Human resource management, as the name implies, it just provides the students for joining the human resource department. The top paying career options are human resource manager, talent acquisition specialist, compensation and benefits manager, organizational development consultant, employee relations specialist. So you join as an HR trainee. You just move into the career ladder as a recruiter, as a HR mentor, and then at the mid-level as an executive HR and as an HR supervisor, and then at the senior level jobs as a HR branch manager, and the pinnacle is the HR director. And next is the career hierarchy in operations. A wide range of prominent recruiters, including Tech Mahindra, Maruti Suzuki, Amazon, and global giants like Bank of America and Shell, they actively seek professionals skilled in operations management. Additionally, numerous other sectors such as insurance, consulting, finance, and logistics offer ample opportunities for MBA graduates specializing in operations. And you start at the entry level as a trainee, an operations management trainee. Then you move on as an analyst, operations analyst, and then as an operations manager, and then as director of operations, vice president of operations, and of course, as the chief operating officer, which we call as COO of the company. And the various roles under these are operations manager, and the average salary here is somewhere around 6 to 12 lakhs per annum. And then the supply chain manager. And here again, the response, most of the students, they ask us, what is the difference between the roles of a supply chain manager and a logistics manager? And it's nothing but a supply chain manager is responsible for optimizing the end-to-end supply chain, ensuring efficient production, inventory management, and timely deliveries. The average salary is somewhere between 8 to 15 lakhs per annum. The logistics manager manages the movement and distribution of goods, coordinates transportation, warehousing, and inventory management. The average salary here is somewhere around 7 to 15 lakhs per annum. You can become a quality control manager, a production manager, a project manager. And there are, of course, so many other roles. We are just confining it to the pivotal ones here. Next, very, very important. MBA Business Analytics is one of the top MBA specializations in the year 2020. Business analytics, as the name states, has a role of evaluating and improving the business processes. The job posts are business analysts, IT analyst, system analyst, information security analyst. So a MBA guy can, of course, become a financial analyst, a HR analyst, marketing analyst, and the healthcare analyst. If you have technical knowledge, if you are a techno-savvy, then you can start your career with an MBA. Added on, apart from your BTech with MBA, BA, you can be a data architect, a data analyst. You can become a chief data officer. Of course, it's not the people who are just the king nowadays, and it's, of course, the data, which plays an important role in the industry. Data is the king right now. And you can, of course, become information security analyst as the higher end of your career ladder. And let's just move on. The skills that employers look for in an MBA graduate, this we have just collated based on the inputs that we just received from our recruiters. The adaptability skill. You all know that change is colossal in a business sector. Being able to adapt to the ever-changing and ever-evolving environment is very important for an MBA. The second one is a communication skill. In a corporate setup, good communication is of high importance. Next is leadership skill. I don't think you need any explanation there. All of us have witnessed that influential leaders run the world, business, and everything. Next is conflict resolution. Conflicts are bound to arise from multifarious ways in businesses and corporate setups. An MBA grad should constructively face and resolve conflicts with a clear-cut instinct to run the firm smoothly. Next is critical thinking and problem-solving skills. This skill is very much needed for an MBA graduate to critically analyze after precise observation of the business environment. Of course, instincts work fine, but critical thinking is of enormous importance to derive the right analysis of taking the business forward. Decision-making skills with innovation. Most leaders and managers have to take crucial decisions every day. Innovative thinking and decision-making should go hand in hand for the MBA graduate. Initiative and drive with interpersonal skills. It's very, very important. An MBA grad needs to take initiative with the right motives in mind. A clear-cut strategy to approach with consistency is all that's required for an MBA. And when we just look into this data, skills that the statistics, and the collated input from the Graduate Management Admission School, they say that the important skill that employers look for an MBA graduate is interpersonal skills. And only a regular college can give you the knowledge, the resources to ensure that you're molded as and you're transferred as a person with all life skills. Coming to the crux now. Why VIT Business School? Let me just give an intro about our school. We started in the year 1994 with 40 students, and now we are 1,300. We have 1,300 students. The programs offered are BBA, MBA, and PhD. The number of faculty members, of course, the intellectual assets who have industrial and academic experience are 37. We are proud to say that we were accredited in 2021 with AACSB and ACBSB. And AACSB stands for the Association to Advanced Colleges School of Business, and ACBSB stands for Accreditation Council for Business Schools and Programs. These are, again, the student enrollment details. The intake for MBA is 120, and for BBA it is 240. And this is the enrollment details with respect to the male and the female students in our school. Moving on to the highlights of VIT Business School MBA program. We are here to transform you students from college to corporate requirements. C2C is something that's pivotal for us. We ensure to transform the students from college to corporate culture. And the other highlights are experiential learning. More of simulation and case-based teaching is being done across courses. We prepare the students for the real world of business. And next is collaborations and networks. Our industrial collaboration extends for research, consultancy, internships, projects, and placements. We have a strong VIT-BA's alumni network, and it is called as VIT Management Alumni Association. And of course, in the coming days, even in February, we are planning to meet our alum at their location. And we are planning to have continuous meetings to ensure that there is more of connectivity and there is mutual benefit, and that's mutually beneficial to the alum and the students and all the stakeholders in total. We have summer internship, it spans for 12 weeks. Normally, summer internship will be for 1 month, but for us, we ensure that there is some in-depth brooding being done and they get practical exposure being associated with the industry. So we made it as 12 weeks. Next is project-based training. Students will work with 100 plus MSME units, micro, small, and medium enterprises, which is in and around Vellore and else. We also address to society and business needs through our students. We encourage entrepreneurship. We have business incubation cell to encourage students to have their own startups. We have career management course for continuous 2-SEM, mainly to ensure that there is attitudinal transformation for our students. And as you all know, this is how the society has been transforming. Society 1.0 to society 5.0. We have witnessed these, we are witnessing society 4.0, and of course, we are slowly entering into society 5.0, and we're becoming a super smart society. And we're just talking about artificial intelligence and big data analytics. We are speaking about robotics, machine learning. And then what will we do? Of course, we have to upgrade ourselves. So in this context, we decided to ensure that we give courses that's actually required by the industry. So we had fintech course, we have mandatory analytics course across all domains. In fintech course, we focus on the intersection of finance and technology. We teach the students on blockchain, on artificial intelligence, on big data, on cybersecurity, on online banking, and the role of robo-advisors, and many more. And one of the critical success factor or the key result area for our success is 100% placement opportunity through our campus. We collaborate with foreign universities for overseas experiential learning. We have a multicultural environment. We have the finest infrastructure, and above all, value for money for MBA at VIT-BS. And what do we mean by this? Value for money. When you compare with the top-notch institutions in India, you will notice that the fee at VITBS is the lowest, but the average CTC is around 10 lakhs per annum. So we provide value for money. A honorable chancellor has deliberately made it to ensure that education is given with high quality and that's provided at affordable cost as well. And you can just cross-check this anyway, and you will come to know that VIT Business School offers MBA, which is a value for money. And we are proud to share that our placements has been great. 15 lakh per annum is the highest salary, and 9.68 lakh is the average CTC. This year, HSBC Bank has offered the highest CTC to 5 of our MBA students. There have been 73 companies that are visited, and to mention a few, HSBC, HDFC, Deloitte, TCS, Federal Bank, Tata Consumer Products, CTS, HCL, CUB, HP, and many more, and which is just across domains, across industries. And we're also happy to share that we do have internship at stipend, and as on date, Tata Steel Downstream Products have absorbed the students with a stipend for 40,000 per month during their internship period. BNY Mellon with 35,000 per month, Skill Sapiens with 10,000 per month, and the list just goes on. And we are still into the process. That is why we are not projecting it here. And now, this is just a checklist for you all before you select any B school for that matter. Ensure the B school offers applied learning pedagogy, imparting comprehensive knowledge practices. Ensure there's more of case studies in that school, wherever you're just intending to. If it is VITBS, of course, you have all this. We need not tell you again, but wherever you're planning to, but this is just generic. Ensure that there is fun-based learning, there are simulations, and there are field-based surveys. Also ensure and check whether there is updated curriculum with digitized infrastructure. Check if there is industry focus and alumni network of the B school. Check for the faculty credentials. Check for the MOUs with foreign universities so that you gain international exposure. We'll have to check for the opportunity for business incubation and also check if there is any chances to do research if you are interested to do a PhD in the future. Check if there is internship, proper internship, and also the entire internship and placement track record. And above all, as I told you earlier, check if there is value for money. Investing time, money, and energy on MBA degree is a wise decision in the present times. To wrap it up, as MBA provides a holistic view of all business domains, it comes in handy if you are keen for a startup too. For further details, you can contact Dr. Sashikumar, the Director of PG Admissions, and that's the mail ID. And you can also send mails for any clarifications to Dr. Gopal B, who's the Dean of VITBS. And this is just an extra input. Whenever I make a presentation, I ensure I just do this. Maybe it could be of some use to any one student at least. It's better that you just ponder on these, business newspapers, business magazines, and informative books. It's just for you to know, that's it. At the India, but at the world level. And these are the magazines from India and at the world level. Top being Business India and at the world top being Forbes. And I would really be happy if you have time. It could be either through Kindle or through podcast or whatever the sources, or if it is, a physical book. I'm still conventional. I prefer having a physical book on my hand and reading. That gives me the pleasure. But this generation, millennials, it's totally different. So as you wish. But I wish that you just have you just read all or hear to all these books. When you say your management, you want to become an aspiring manager. It's good if you just have an idea about the content in these books. How to win friends and influence people. 7 habits of highly effective people. The 1-minute manager, the effective executor, the art of war, the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership, the power of emotional intelligence, the ideal team player, which is very, very important if you say that you are an MBA grad. Thank you so very much for all your patience. And that's it from our end. Let's just move on to the queries if you have any. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for the very informative talk, Dr. Subhashini. So right now, I request the participants to raise their questions in the chat box. So either myself or Dr. Subhashini will answer the questions according to the nature of the question. Anything related to the admission process, I myself will answer. Anything related to the MBA program and curriculum and placement, Dr. Subhashini, she will answer. Now I request the participants to type the questions in the chat box. Can I have the first question? Sir, about the GED and interview. Dr. Subhashini, Mr. Albert Benny, he's asking about what about the group discussion and interview process for the MBA program. Please answer.
Well, you have interview, and that's it. If you just clear the interview, that's absolutely fine. We don't have group discussions.
Next question is from Jiva V. Madam, what is the good score in math or CAT? Dr. Subhashini, please answer this question.
This we have been repeatedly telling the students. Obviously, selection is based on the best score in CAT. And apart from this, we give weightage to scores scored in VIT interview. And also we give preference to candidates with industrial experience. As of now, a minimum of 60% of mark or first class is required in any undergraduate or integrated degree from a recognized university or institution. When it comes to cutoff, it just depends. It depends. Every year, it just keeps changing. And of course, students with a valid score, out of CAT score of 90 percentile and above, are eligible for tuition waiver as well.
The next question is from Apil Zaya. When does the academic year start? In which month, sir? Actually, we plan to start in the month of June.
The month of June.
And the next question is from Mr. Pornesh. I'm actually doing my BSc Viscom. Can I choose business analytics?
Very much, very much. Why not? You're welcome. You can do business analytics. A Viscom guy can very well do analytics, if you have the inclination towards analytical and problem-solving skills. I have done UG in BSc Allied Health Sciences, Critical Care Technology with specialization. My dears, I'm telling you, don't think about specialization right now. So if you ask me personally, first do your regular, you enter into MBA. And once you come here, after a year, you'll start, introspecting yourself. There'll be so many changes. Right now, when we enter into, or before entering, we'll think, oh, why not analytics? Then after entering into, who knows? You might also be interested in finance. So specialization is something different. I always say MBA is something, of course, we do give a degree on MBA general management. We say specializations are important, but I would rather say first ensure during the first year in which area you'll that's be inclined to after coming here, then decide on that.
The next question is from Nilanjan Roy. What is the good score in NMAT? There is no such good score or bad score, and we have different weightages for different entities. For example, the interview may have some weightage, and again the UG marks will have some weightage, and your work will have some marks, and then your competitive exams will have some weightage. Okay, so there is no such good score and bad score. Whatever the score you have, you just apply, and the rest of the entities will decide your final score. I hope I answered your question, Mr. Nilanjan Roy. And the next question is from Janani G. I have not appeared for any of the entrance exams. Shall I upload my scorecard after Feb MAT exam? Definitely, you can do that, Ms. Janani. Without that particular component, we will calculate your score. So once if we upload this particular entrance exam results, we will add this component and then we will sum up your score. And maybe in the first list, if you are unable to make it, then in the second list, we will consider you. Next question is from Sivaranjani B. Can you give us more insight about student abroad program? Dr. Subhashini will answer this question because they have tie-up with foreign universities, and right now she will give the answer for your query.
All right. Who's that who asked that question? I don't know. All right. All right.
Insight about student abroad program.
Student abroad program. All right.
University கூட பையன்.
Okay, right now we have n number of programs is just going on, but officially only certain things we can project here in the forum, and students can join VIT base and get enrolled in a 1+1 program, wherein they complete their first year in the VIT base and get transferred to a partner university to complete the remaining year and get a master's degree from a partner university. And there are a list of foreign universities with which VIT business collaborates. University of Michigan, Durban. You can do your master's degree from UMT and MBA from VIT, Auckland University, USA. We have with Miami Herbert Business School, USA, and James Cook University, Singapore, and the list just goes on here. So we are just in the process of ensuring that more of overseas experiential learning is being put forth. We are into the process. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Subhashini. So the next question is from Shubhashri K.R. She asked about is 50% in CAT is enough to join VIT? So there is no cutoff mark and there is no minimum, there is no maximum. You apply and try your level best. You may crack.
See, what we would really, most of you from the questions, it's clear. You're just bothered about the percentile. See, whatever is the percentile right now, as Dr. Sashikumar sir said, just apply and just what's there and just apply. Just apply and give it a try. Nothing wrong with it.
Next question is from Mr. Lokesh Shivakumar. He asked about minimum score required in ATMA exam. So I think the previous answer can be considered here. And next question is from Jiva V. Already Dr. Subhashini, she answered this question. Being BBA, whether she can choose business analytics or data analytics. Already Dr. Subhashini answered.
Very much. You see, you're open, you're free. You can just opt marketing, finance, HR, analytics, operations. You can do anything. Once you come here, once you do your first year, you'll get a clarity whether, and you'll have to do an introspection. So which career would just be great for me? Just because we are saying analytics is at the top notch, immediately don't say, ma'am, I'm planning to take analytics coming in before even knowing what it is. So my humble request is please to come here. First, you do your first year, only then you will understand where you want to land up, and then you just decide, and we all are here to guide you once you start opting for your specialization.
The next question is from Aravind S. Whether the interview is through online or offline, the interview is through online mode. That is the answer. And next is from Ashia Kabir. I have done UG in BSc Allied Health Science, Critical Care Technology. Which specialization should I choose in MBA? Over to Dr. Subhash.
No, again and again, it's the same question. See, specializations at VIT for MBA are marketing, human resource, operations, analytics, finance. All right. So again, if you've done your UG, don't confine it right now. We've been repeatedly telling this to the students and of course to the mass here as well. I can easily tell you, but unless, once you come here, unless you are into it, into the first year, knowing what management is all about, then you decide which area would just be best for you, which domain would just be best for you. Anybody can do, irrespective of your background, irrespective of whatever UG you have done, you can select your specialization. That's not at all a problem. But I would say if you're a technical person, if you're a BTech student, I would personally, that is why, it again depends. In fact, BTech guys, they opt finance. After coming here, before coming, they would say, ma'am, I'm going for operations. I'll do only analytics. But after coming here, looking at the infrastructure and looking at the market, how it is, and suddenly they just change their mind. And most of the beta guys do finance as a specialization. And they do HR, some do marketing, some do HR. But while, on the entry stage, they would say, I'm just for operations. After 1 year, they change. So it's open. It's open. That's it.
Next question is from Vanya Verma. She asked about would the internship be paid? So the internship will be arranged by the Career Development Center, and in different domains, yes, they arrange for an internship from second year. That is the answer.
Internship is totally taken care by, we'll be happy if you have any associations, but then beyond that, we are there to take care of the internships, and we are doing so. We've taken so much of steps, and in fact, the Dean, Dr. V.V. Gopal, this year has been keen in moving to the next level of seeking the help of our alumni, and we are doing it. And of course, I think you've seen the slide. We are trying our best to get, our CDC is trying their level best to get internship with lucrative stipends.
Next question is from Gayatri. I am an 8.8 GPA holder. I scored 170 in NMAT. Can I get admitted in BIT? So again, already we explained about the selection process. So hope you understood, Ms. Gayatri. And the next question is from Thirukumaran. Did you consider cancer exam? We don't consider cancer exam, and we consider only the specific exams mentioned in the advertisements. Next is Ms. Jyotika PV. Ma'am, can I give application to 2 or more VITs during the same time? Yes, if you are interested in all 3 campuses, then you can give it, and you can attend the interviews for all 3 campuses.
Does VITBS motivate or guide students to do business? Hazan, we are very much happy if you do that. We do encourage startups, and we have business incubation. And we'll be very happy if you're becoming an employer. What else we need? So we are, of course, motivating, and we are guiding our students to have their own startups as well.
Next question is from Gokulan. Ma'am, is 70% in math exams enough to join VIT? Already we answered. And Lokesh Shavakumar, minimum score required in 18 May exam, already we explained. And Priyanshu Kumar, ma'am, I didn't appear for CAT exam. Is there any other exam left? So I think ZAT is also over, and this month MAT is also got completed. So the possibility is very less. No more exam schedule. I think IMA is coming in the month of April or May. That is too late for you to appear. And probably this particular score you will not get, and based on the rest of the score, you will be validated. Hope I answered your question, Mr. Priyanshu. Next question is from Nilanjan Roy. Ma'am, I am having 9-year job experience in software consulting. Can I do MBA as well as global MBA? Over to Dr. Subhash.
Yeah, first of all, I really appreciate with 9 plus years of experience. And it's great. It's great. Please go ahead. You can do MBA International Business, which would just be an added, feather to your career growth. And it will be an added credential for sure. So I would really suggest you to go for an MBA International Business.
Okay. The next question is from Sai Ravalika. Will you consider FEMAT score? Yes, we will consider. Before the results, if you submit your score, we will consider it. And next question is from Varun Kumar. How many students studying for MBA in VIT? Actually, we limited the seats. Only 120 seats are available. And this year, current year, it's 120 students are studying at VIT. And next question is from Kuru Shivani. How many selection rounds are there? Actually, only one round, interview round will be there, and the rest of the scores are fixed based on your undergraduate marks and your competitive exam score and work ex. So only interview will decide the final score. Next question is from Mohni Stage. Ma'am, I have written my math exam last year, May 2023, and I have got 72%. Is it applicable, right? Yes, it's applicable. Your score is valid for 1 year, and current February we are considering your score, so hence your score is valid. Next question is from Shreya Nair. If we cross the cutoff percentile in ZAT, are we good to be in the shortlist ranking? And kindly share how the placements went last year, ma'am. Actually, yes, the possibility is very high. And regarding the placement, Dr. Subhashini, she will explain.
Placements, I think we made very clear. We try our not our level best. We just put our heart and soul. The entire CDC team and the entire business school family, we ensure that the students are placed. Also, it depends upon the students, how you really build your own skills and you ensure that you have your own credibility, how you build your resume, how you strengthen your resume with the skills that you just possess. Of course, placements, I think we have explained it in our slides earlier. The number of companies that just came in and just maybe for your, I think we've done it, no, Sashi? We have explained about the placements. It's all there and we've done it already.
The next question is from, I think Monisha ji answer. Hari Krishna, I am writing MAT on March, but the college finalizing the candidates in Feb. Will the college postpone the date? No, not possible, because already we received more than 1,000 applications and still 3 more days are there. So we are expecting more than 2,000 applications. And rest of the candidates we cannot penalize for this. And we open the applications in the month of September itself. And after that, so many MAT exams were conducted, as well as ZAT was conducted and CAT was conducted. And even in the month of February, MAT was conducted. So the possibility of postponing is not at all there.
And this one was asked, ma'am, whether logistics and supply chain management is there. Yes, of course. One second. Okay. We do have logistics and supply chain management under operations. Of course, we do have, and you can just, take operations as your specialization. Under that, you have logistics and supply chain management. Yeah, the next question.
Ms. Neha Shri, he asked about when will the shortlisted candidates be released. So that will be at the end of the February. When can we expect the PI? Asked by Ashwini C. So I think it's placement. Is it placement? The question is not clear. Next is Kartika Anbu. She asked about, ma'am, if we break year in academic, can get seat in BIT. Actually, we are not worried about the break in between, because people with WorkX, they'll have a break in between. So that is not a big criteria. You can apply and you have a possibility if you're all your components, if you have a good score in it. And regarding placements, is there guaranteed placement, sir or madam? It's asked by Afif Zayan. See, no company will guarantee, because of brand name, so many companies are coming, more than 100 companies, they are coming for VIDBS. But assurance guarantee for everyone, no one will give, and we are not doing that. And next question is from Ritika Batula. I have appeared for MAT exam, which was conducted in December. I gave the score details while applying for BAD MBA admissions. Can replace the old scorecard with a new scorecard in the month of March, as I'm again appearing for MAT exam in February. MAT results of February, if it's declared before your result declaration, you can mail it to MBA admission. Already the mail ID is shared. Okay, so in that, if you reply it, then we will update it. But we won't wait until March. Next question is from Santosh S. Ma'am, whether logistics and supply chain management is available. Already, Dr. Subhashini, she explained. Next question is from Sindhu M. Ma'am, can we choose dual specialization? I request Dr. Subhashini to answer.
Yeah, you can. See, it could be major and minor. You can have one major and one minor. Supposing you're interested for marketing, to specialize yourself in marketing and human resources, you can take 3 marketing and 1 human resource, but analytics is mandatory. And as you all know, in this ICT era, we have ensured that analytics specialization is made mandatory. And of course, there is dual specialization.
Next question is from Nitish HN. Hello, ma'am. My math exams are in next month. Am I still eligible? You are eligible, very much eligible. Only thing is, your math score will be given 0 until you submit your scorecard. So, other than that, the rest of the component we will calculate and we will include it in the scoring. Next question is from Prasad Khanna. Ma'am, I was get 50% in 12th, but my college percentage is 77 and math score is 92%. Can placed in placement or anything affecting me on placement of 50% of companies? If your 12th score is 50 percentage, you are not eligible for placement. Actually, as per VAT placement rules, 10th and 12th class minimum 60% you should score. So that is not there means we won't guarantee. Any company, if they agree with your math score, then it's fine. Okay. We cannot assure anything related to placement because this is the rules given by the companies. Next question is from Hazan Nahad. Does VITBS motivate or guide students to do business? I request Dr. Subhashini to answer this.
Very much, very much. I think I answered this earlier. We are very much for this. In fact, we want our students to be employers. You need to be, job givers than job seekers. And of course, we are very much for it. And we do have business incubation cell, and we are there to guide you in total to start your own business and be a successful entrepreneur. We'll be very much happy if you do that. It's there. We are there for you. Thank you.
Next question is from Gokul and how many students will be placed in VIT Vellore in this year? Actually, this numbers we have to current year we have to collect it from CDC. Generally, our placement percentage will be close to 90%. That I can say. And next is Hari Krishna. Is the candidate who write the exams MAT in March are allowed to join VIT? See, until you submit the scorecard, your competitive examination component will be awarded 0. Okay, so if at all we are releasing the next list, definitely your score will increase and accordingly you will be evaluated. Until that, with the score of 0 only, we will calculate your total marks. Again, the next question is from Hari Krishna. Is the candidate who write the exams MAT in March are allowed to? Already enough I explained. Next question is from Gayatri. As 3 Feb is last date for application, how can I send my Feb math score? You can send it by email. No need to submit it online. Next question is from Danush MP. When is the interview conducted? Interview is scheduled on February 19th. You can see our website for further details. Next question is from Vinit M. Ma'am, first of all, thank you for your guidance. It was very helpful for us. My question is, which mode will the interview be conducted, online or offline in Vellore? It's offline. Online. It's online. It's online. Next is Saranish. He asked for MBA through which basic do you allot the VITBS campus, or we can choose it? Yes. So in this regard, I think you have to choose which campus, and accordingly we will conduct the interview. Next question is from Lokesh Shivakumar. My 10th standard percentage is 52. Will this affect my placement? Yes, it will affect your placement. We have a criteria of 60% by CDC. If you don't satisfy that condition, then we cannot assure you about the placement. Monisha, I completed ME Power Electronics Devices. Now, if I study MBA, can I choose HR, ma'am? Yeah,
very much, very much. You can not only choose HR here, you can choose anything again and again. I think there's a repetitive question. Whatever is your domain, your UG. If normally, BCom, again, I've been repeatedly telling this, if you're a BCom student, they prefer going for MBA Finance, and some BCom, they prefer doing MBA Marketing. And same is the case for you as well. You can do HR, and after coming here, if you feel that analytics, you're interested in analytics, looking at the lucrative job offers and looking at the other resources, you can opt that. So specialization, don't be worried at all. All right. You can. And answering to your, maybe straightforward to your question, you can. HR, very much.
Next question is also to Dr. Subhashini. It's asked by Deepak Divaskar. Being an agriculture graduate, is it okay to choose other sectors like finance or better to go for agri-marketing? Mostly, I have a technical knowledge in agriculture. Is there any agriculture-related companies visiting VATS for placements? Thank you.
All right, Deepak, first of all, I would really suggest you, I mean, this is my personal suggestion. I would suggest you to go for agri-marketing. And if at all there is an agri-tech company, it will be an added boon to you. And of course, every year placements, we do go seek to get into n number of companies. And if we get an agri-tech company, it's a great boon to you.
Next question is from Vineet M. He asked about, can you explain about the hostel facility? Yes, we have hostel facilities and MBA students are eligible to choose the hostel facilities. And we have different facilities like single-bedded rooms, double-bedded rooms, four-bedded rooms, six-bedded rooms, and lawns. And the hostel is fully facilitated and all kind of facilities we have, something like barging, and tennis courts, volleyball courts, basketball courts. Within hostel also you can find, and a lot of eateries and outlets are there. So you can see all these details in the website. It's very open and you can see it in the website. Next question is from Tendulkar. Ma'am, I'm going to attend my MAT and APMA test in the upcoming weeks. How can I annex my mark sheets? Already answered.
I think most of the questions are repetitive.
Yes. Next question is from Harini S. I have a doubt in application process in final stage. They are asking entrance score, but myself appearing for exam in February 24. But in application mentioned the candidate will be shortlisted by 12th February, not 12th February. That shortlisting is based on the eligibility, not based on the scores. So only by 28th we are declaring the results, February 28th. When will the interview conducted? Already we informed February 19th.
Do VITBs offer dual specialization? Yes, we do offer dual specialization, and analytics is mandatory. One analytics course is mandatory.
Next question is from Rajesh Shekhar Leela. MBA is a residential program in Vellore campus. It's not residential. Actually, it's a full-time program. You have to present for the classes every day. Not necessarily that you have to stay in the campus. Next question is from Prashad Khanna. Ma'am, I was get 50% in 12. Already answered this question. And next question is from Varsha. Dual specialization, she answered. Dr. Subhashini, she answered. Next is from Mr. G. Kamlesh. Ma'am, I want to know more about the business analytics specialization. Could you please tell me about that? Over to Dr. Subhashini.
All right. And once again, business analytics, shorter. All right. See, the courses under business, is my voice, is that known? Is my voice? Yeah. See, the courses under business analytics, there are of course a number of courses here, and as I told you earlier, it is a top specialization in the year 2020. And we do have courses under business analytics. We have HR analytics, we have marketing analytics, we have operations analytics, and these are the courses that we have. And probably you can just mail us so that we can tell you in detail what are the courses and the entire flow, related to the courses of business analytics. And we have our area chairs who will of course explain in detail about business analytics course.
Thank you, Dr. Subhashini. Next question is from Arun Kumar JS. What was the most beneficial thing you learned and or you experience you had while in business school? And how can I handle the situation as a student to achieve? Over to Dr. Subhashini.
What was the most beneficial thing you learned or experience you had while in business school? Frankly speaking, I'm an alum of this institute. I did my MBA here, and after that, I worked for TCS in the knowledge management domain and joined back into the academia. So, well, if you ask me, now I'm answering as not as a professor of this institute, I mean, of VIT, but as an alum. To me, business school gave me this networking. They gave me more of industry connect. It is not a one-time transaction. When we speak about networking, it's a long-term relationship that we have. So I am benefited in terms of my career prospects, both personal and professional growth has been there. And n number of other sources. The case study approach has been the greatest, top notch for me. I preferred that rather than the mere, theoretical content. The way the classes has been handled by our professors was something which was just great. And I can just keep talking on that. But if you ask me the two key points, the value system of VIT Business School was networking and industrial connectivity with placement opportunity. So I think I answered that. And how can I handle the situation as a student to achieve? No, I'm not getting you. What is that you mean? What is your question is not full. And how can I handle the situation as a student? Maybe I'll take it in this way. Once you come here to VIT Business School, we will tell you we will direct you, we will guide you, we'll be mentors for you to handle any situations in life. Always we know we actually want our students to have a synergy between their IQ, intelligence quotient, emotional quotient. So we are there for you, all right? We are there to mold you in total. 100% assured.
Next question is from Nitish. Already we answered, so I'm not going to again answer it. The next question is from Suresh D. MBA is available in Chennai campus. Yes, it is available in Chennai campus. Next question is from Bala. Ma'am, I attended both the CAT and MAT exams, but in the document upload section of the application form, there is space for uploading only one document. So should I upload any one of my scorecard, or should I merge both scorecards into one document and upload? Please merge both the scorecards into one document and upload. We will enter both the scores and the best of the score we will take. Next is Lieutenant Raj. Sir, what is the cutoff of math scorecard for eligibility for admission? There is no specific cutoff. Already answered.
Actually, cutoff really depends on the number of candidates who apply. We can't tell you now. That's a reality.
Next question is from Rajshekar Tila. I think this is the next second question. Already we answered this question. And next is from Pavitra Veeraratnam. Is there any eligibility for internship, or all the students can do internship?
All students have to do internship. There's nothing called eligibility. All of you should do internship and you have to experience that. And that is why we've been repeatedly, pointing on experiential learning. We ensure that all our students do their internship, and it's mandatory as well.
And the next question asked by the Pavitra Veeraratnam is, are most of your classes taught by professors or teaching assistants? There is no
Never ever teaching assistants. It's all by professors who have academic and industrial experience.
And the VIT actually all the faculties are doctorate. It's 100%
with industrial experience as well.
Yes.
See, there's a blend of faculty members who have come from the industry and who are into academics right now. So it's a combo. So we have our industrial experience, which we can just share related to our domain specificity. It's a blend. And you'll witness this once you are here to our campus.
Next question is from Vishnu Kumar. Can you please explain about the mode of interview? It's going to be an online interview. A panel will be there and they'll be asking questions deep into the subjects. Next question is from Harish Elumalai. Is it a full residential program in Vellore campus? No, not necessarily to be. You have to stay inside the campus. You can stay even outside. So it's not a residential program. The next one is Manish. He asked about, sir, all my marks are around 60 to 65%. Do I get placement? Yeah, you are eligible for placement. Then it's your performance in the interview will decide whether you will get a placement or not, but you are eligible for placement. Arvind, yes, I done my UG in distance education. Does it affect placement? Actually, eligibility for MBA, it requires full-time
regular
degree
full-time.
program, so you're not eligible for even
The
joining the
admission,
MBA program.
the admission.
Yes, admission itself, you are not eligible. And G. Kamlesh, does VIT guide us for job process like resume, interview, etc.?
Yes, that's our main work. Our main, the crux is just that. We are here only for that, to guide you in total. We will be helping you out in grooming you, in giving you the input on how to really prepare a resume, how to prepare yourself for an interview. Both the soft skills and hard skills are taught to you. Everything is there. We have pre-orientation talk, pre-placement talks, n number of activities we have here to groom you as an responsible citizen before you leave this college to the industry.
Next question is from Sweta. Yes, is ATMA scores considered VIT MBA? Yes, we are considering ATMA score. If at all, if you have before the deadline. Next question is from Harini. Yes, similar questions we answered already. So she asks about, is I have any alternate interview dates after my max score declared? No. Interview will be conducted first itself. Later, if you submit the max score, we will include it in your score. Okay, and you will be considered for the second list or third list. What should I do for entrance scorecard document? You can give your self-declaration stating that your results will be declared on the so and so date, and you will be able to submit the scorecard on so and so date. That you can upload as a document. And shortlisted selection is checking your eligibility, whether you're a full-time graduate, okay, or you studied the required graduate program, medium of instruction. All these things we will analyze, scrutinize, then we will shortlist you for the interview. 5 was given in the website on February 17, 18, but you said, oh, personal interview you are talking about, but it said it was on 19. Which date is it? Whatever given in the website is correct. 17 and 18 means it's going to be on 17 and 18. Please say about placements for business analytics. Over to Dr. Subhashini.
Right now, the placements for business analytics is for the job roles of business analytics as such, business analyst, IT analyst, system analyst. Right now, these are the profiles that are just open. These are the roles that are there for students who specialize in business analytics.
Next question is from Roshan Kumar. What is the college timing, ma'am? Over to Subhashini.
College timing, your class starts at 8 o'clock since it's a fully flexible credit system. And morning, it will all be a blend of theory and hands-on experience sessions. And afternoon sessions, you'll have extracurricular classes. So from 8 to 4.
Next question is also almost similar. Deepika, she asked about it. Ma'am, may I know the working days of the college and the timings also?
Working days, it depends. Sometimes if you have national holidays, we do. Normally, Saturdays and Sundays, we don't work. But if we have continuous national holidays, it depends upon the direction from the academic cell. We have to come to college and be in working day. So normally, weekends are off.
Next question is from Madan Kumar. He asked about whether the personal interview is conducted online or offline. It's going to be online. If it's online, what are the softwares I have to be ready with? No need of big softwares. The same Zoom Meet or MS Teams we will schedule. Next is from Ilampirai Raj. I am worried about the personal interview sessions. Please give some tips and stimulus on it, ma'am. Over to Dr. Subhashini.
All right. Don't worry, Ilampirai. First of all, attending the session itself is a great start for you. All right. So let's knock it. Whatever you know, you just share here. And don't be worried much about the personal interview. If you just know the basics of what you've just done in your UG, that's more than enough. Just attend. Let's see. It all depends. Be self-motivated. Just give a try. Just attend the interview. We're not going to, we are just human here. So don't worry. We want this generation to be more and more emotionally connected, and don't be bothered much about the personal interviews. It will be very simple. Whatever you've learned, the basics, only from that we'll be asking you the questions. It's going to be very simple. Don't worry.
Next question is from Mr. Deepak. What are all the eligibility criteria for placements like 60% in SSLC and HSC? Does max scores are considered placements? Yes, minimum you should score 60% in SSLC and HSC. And max scores it's not considered for placement, but still, if good max scores there, definitely you can show to the interview panel, they'll be interested. That will be an added advantage, but it's not mandatory. I think this is the third question from Marish. Ma'am, I have good score in my MBA program. Do I get placement? Do I eligible even if I have not performed well in my 10th and 12th? Around 60 to 65. See, eligibility criteria is 60%. Finally, the rest of the things depends on the companies. So it's all about your performance and the company's choice.
See, it varies between companies to companies. Some companies do say that the cutoff, from their 10th should be a particular, they would have just strategized. So it depends upon the companies. 60% you can apply. You're eligible.
Abhiram J. Do all entrance exams have the same weightage? Definitely not. The weightage will differ. CAT will have no weightage. The next question is from Afif Zayan. Thank you, sir, ma'am. Had an informative session about the institute and academics.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you. Next question is from Espradeep, an agricultural student from not a good institute from Maharashtra. See, every education institute is good. Don't say some institute is bad. Okay, you are an alum and you should not use this kind of words. First thing is we all should have an ethics. Okay, we studied and that institute belongs to us. No derogatory remarks about the institute, the past institute. With the little knowledge on agriculture, I choose to change my stream to general MBA. It's my choice. Is wise. Over to Dr. Subhash.
Yes, very much. Why not? Since you have an agricultural background, there are so much of agri-tech companies that are just wanting for MBAs. Of course, you can do your MBA. It's a very good choice.
Next question is from Janani Ji. Does VIT come under Anna University? No. It's a VIT University. We are coming under UGs. Next is Bruton Branch. Again, it's the third or fourth question. Ma'am, I got 52%. 544 marks in December maths. I'm eligible for admission. Yes, you are very much eligible for the interview and admission process, but admission cannot be confirmed based on your maths score. The rest of the components also should be good. Next question is from Moni Stage. I got 1067%, 1255, graduation 70%. Do I get a placement? We cannot guarantee for the placement because your 12% is less than 60. Pavitra Veeranathan, do you provide master trade certificate in industry practice? Over to Dr. Subhash.
Come again, what is that he's asking? She's asked for
master trade certificate.
You mean to say the certification course, the certifications, right? Of course, we do provide opportunities for n number of value-added programs. So certification will also be provided, and we have many VAPs. Of course, it's there.
Next question is from Sweta S. How will be the questions asked in personal interview? Already explained. And next question is from
don't be worried much about this personal interviews here. Be confident and be clear about your goal. That's more than enough. And know the basics. Some basics is, of course, with respect to your UG is mandate. That's more than enough.
Next question is from Muhammad Azan. After the selection of candidates, is the second round will be there for the selection? No such second rounds, only one round of interview. Next question is from Adila Gandhi. Thank you, ma'am and sir, for the informative session. Welcome. And the next question again from Pavitra Veeranathan. Is there international immersion program in EITBS? Over to Dr. Subhash.
International program.
International immersion program, she's asking.
Yeah, we told you, right? We have association with so many universities abroad. Yes, it's already, we already shared that.
Next question is from G. Kamlesh. Is there any fee waiver for those who cannot join due to financial reasons? Also hear about VIT helping poor candidates. Why I ask this question means it would helpful for many candidates. Yeah, good question, Mr. Kamlesh. Actually, fee waiver we are giving based on the merit. If you score more than 95 percentile in the CAT or 90 percentile in the CAT, then obviously you have a fee waiver. Highly meritorious candidates, we are giving concession in the fees. And other than that, we are having a lot of fellowships like
Scholarships are there.
fellowship and the other fellowships. You can refer our website in this regard. Next question is from Sanjay Krishna. Is our curriculum designed as 3 semester or 2 semester? You are asking about trimester or 2 semester per year. I request Dr.
It's 2 semester.
to answer this.
It's 2 semester.
Okay, it's a 2 semester program. Next
Per
is,
year.
next question is from Tendulkar. Ma'am, I applied for BA Vellore today. How can I analyze the scorecards of upcoming exams? You can send us a mail to MBA admissions at BIT.ac.in. Next question is from Vishnu Kumar. I have not written any of the aptitude exams. Still, I can apply for admission in BIT, sir. Yes, you can apply. And you just submit a requisition letter in the scorecard section. But actually, whatever the weightage given for the aptitude exam, that will be given 0 for you. And still, if you can score more with the rest of the components, there is a possibility.
The next is from Ratan. Ma'am, how much is the total intake of students? It's 120. 120. It's just 120. Vellore for Vellore campus.
And Chennai campus is 60 students and Bhopal campus 60 students. So total intake is 240 in all 3 campuses together. We need madam, I scored 89.25% in math. Is there any scholarship in fees for me? You can see our brochure. We gave all details in that. Next is Deepak Devashkar. Thank you so much, ma'am, sir, for this webinar and for your valuable time spent. Welcome. And Gokulan, ma'am, I am already doing business. Now, can I give VIP? Can VIP give the different ideas to develop?
Why not? Why not? And of course, MBAs in a regular institute is just for that, in terms of networking, in terms of a number of industry connectivity, in terms of, getting more knowledge insights. Of course, it will be an added boon to you when you just proceed furthermore into your career, being an entrepreneur.
Sriprita, thanks to sir, ma'am, had a very informative session. Welcome, Sriprita. And Saranesh, do you accept answer exam for admission? No, we said already. Email for sending scorecards is asked by Tendulkar. It's MBA admission at BIT.ac.in. Our assistant director will posted in the chat box. And Pavitra Veratnam, what is unique about your BIT business school? Already in the talk itself, Dr. Subhashini.
We have mentioned the highlights.
Enough number of times. And next question is from Marish. Ma'am, I scored 48% in CAT exam. Will get scholarship? No. You can see our brochure for the scholarship details. So that is the last question. And next list of questions posted in YouTube, we have to read. So I request either Dr. Prabhu Christopher from BIT to read the questions, or Dr. Balamurugan, our Assistant Director PG Admissions, to read the questions. Please.
What skill noticed for human resource specialization from Miss Prachi Soni? Over to ma'am. What skill noticed for human resources specialization?
Human resource management. There are so many skills. You can't say this is the only skill which is required. Predominantly interpersonal skill and communication skill for HR person.
Mr. Sudhakar asked what is the NMAT cutoff. I think we have answered that query. And Manaswini said from when the admission process will be starting. I think the date also will have been announced. Gupta said, what is the exact NMAT cutoff? I think we have answered that query. Is there any written ability test? No. Hi, sir. I am going to take my MAT exam on the end of February, but I think this also have been answered. Ms. Grace, ma'am, how important are previous academic record for the MBA program? What? Ma'am, how important are previous academic record for the MBA program?
Yeah, good question. Actually, we have weightage for different percentage for different programs. See, you cannot evaluate an engineering degree and any other arts or science degrees in the same platform. So obviously the weightage will be different and different percentages will have a different weightage. So definitely it will vary. That is the answer. Mr. Navaneet, I think Jayashree.
The exam, yes, we have already told about that.
Yes.
Charumadi Charu, my CAT score is low, but all academic percentage is 90% above. I think you have answered this query. Again, there is a question from Gupta. Ma'am, what is the exact NMAT score? I think we have already discussed this. I'm writing MAT on March, but the college finalizing the candidate in February. Will the college postpone the date? I think we have answered this query, no? Navaneet, sir, what do you mean by some weightage? Can you please make it clear like most other B schools? Some weightage. Mr. Navaneet.
See, the weightage will be, everyone will be given the full weightage. We are not going to reduce it. Few courses we may have an additional weightage. See, like CAT, it will be having the additional weightage. So that is the thing.
Right. Ms. Aishwarya Naresh, when will the shortlisted names will be released?
29th of
No, shortlisting they are asking.
final shortlisting.
Yeah, that is actually people who are called for interview, we will announce it on 12th or 13th. And 17th and 18th we will conduct the interview, and final result we will declare it on 28th February. The first list will be declared on 28th. And depends on the people who joins from the first list, we may go for the second list. The second list is not guaranteed, it all depends on how many people join in the first list.
The questions from Jayesh, Aishwarya, Madan, I think we have already answered that question. Why should we waste the application if you are not eligible for the institute? Ma'am, kindly elaborate the exact cutoffs. Why should we waste the application fee if you are not eligible for the institute? Ma'am, kindly elaborate the exact cutoff so that more credibility will be there.
And now, actually, I can answer your question. See, no institute will guarantee your admission when you apply. Okay. The same question you cannot ask any other institute anywhere in the world. Whether wherever you apply, everywhere they will be giving the admission. So no such thing happens in any part of the world. Okay. So you will be applying and you will be competing, and based on all your performance and past credentials, you will be admitted. By means of just merely applying, no one will be given admissions. Okay, and you know that VAT is in top 1000 ranking in peers ranking, and in subject ranking, you know that 6 to 7 subjects is in top 500 ranking in peers, world level. Okay, in such an institute, we cannot guarantee an admission immediately after someone applies.
I think a question from Mr. Kamlesh needs to be reframed, please, because hi sir, ma'am, that can join at a time finance and business group. I think question is not so clear. Requesting Kamlesh to post it once again. And I think Aishwarya Naresh questions are repeated. Shahid Afrid, Mohammed Rizwan. Yeah, Suresh, the questions have been answered. Mohammed Rizwan. Again, the questions have been answered. Jayant Kumar. Most of the questions.
Let's make that clear. So again and again, we keep repeatedly saying this. The specializations are marketing, finance, HR, operations, analytics.
Right. Then there is a question from Harini Malika. I am a recent graduate with 80%. I don't write any CAT exam, but TANCET exam. I think Sarah already answered this query. Hari Pratap. I think your question have been already answered. Most of the questions from Devi, Tarun Naik, Jayant Kumar. Yeah. Charumadi Charu, there is a question. I got earlier in 2 paper VCS of I got accident on exam duty. Now I cleared all paper. it will affect my VIT admissions or placements. But I also got more centum and 85% in UG. Sir, please.
There is no problem in this. When you join VIT, if you clear all your papers and your percentage should be more than 60. So that is the criteria. In the course, you can have arrear and you can clear it. That's not an issue. And it won't affect your placement also. When you go for placement, there should not be any arrear. That is there's no standing arrears. That is the criteria. Thank you.
Murugan, how
What is that?
how student integrate software technology with business? How VIT
Of course, for business, which is just an enabler, nothing but technology, right? Technology is an enabler, and of course, technical tools are the ones which are just nowadays the backbones to ensure that we are effective in our business processes.
Yes. Jayant Kumar, should I learn GK for interview? Obviously, yes. How the admission process for shortlisting students? I think we've already answered this query. Jayaprada Ganapati, sir, I have appeared on the MAT exam in September 2023 and got 80%. Is it possible to get a call? And I think we have already answered this query. NMAT cutoff.
Anyways, if you want clarity, you can just, it's YouTube live. It's all recorded, right?
Yes.
You can just, if at all you need some more clarifications for which we have already answered, you can just go back and you can just hear to those.
Yeah, again, the question from Shivanija Ashwin, I think we have already answered that query. Trivial, how to prepare for VIT interview session? Maybe you can give more inputs. How to prepare for VIT interview session? Madam, answer.
It has been answered already. See, many times again, we keep repeatedly saying this. First of all, you'll have to be confident enough. First thing is, be clear as to how to introduce yourself. When we ask the students to introduce themselves, they come and stammer them. So these are some of the basics, which you just need to know, all right? Be clear with your strengths and weaknesses. Be clear with your career goal. And you should know, we expect the students to know some of the basics from the domain in which they come from. And supposing if you're a commerce guy or a student, and if you do not know what is commerce, if you do not know the difference between in marketing and sales, it's not fair. So hope you got the indirect crux there.
Questions from Jayaprada Ganapati, Anubhamani and Harini Malika. I think all the questions have been answered already. Balasubramanian, again the questions have been answered. Jayapriya Kumar, sir, I did my BSc, sir, for you. Sir, I did BSc chemistry. Can I do MBA, sir? But I have applied for MAT exam. I'm going to write MAT exam on February 25th.
Oh,
One
good thing is like you're talking, your RPG admissions, Dr. Sashi is basically a person from chemistry background. So Sashi sir will tell you whether it would be a great thing to do an MBA. A chemistry student doing an MBA. On to Sashi sir.
Nothing wrong in doing MBA after BSc chemistry. The reason is a lot of marketing opportunities and all service based on the analytical chemistry. The tools, the service engineers and all will be basically from the chemistry background. So definitely the combination of BSc chemistry with MBA is a good choice. You can do MBA after your BSc chemistry. That's my advice.
There is a query from Chalmani Charu. I passed CMA Foundation and CMA Intermediate. It will add any advantage to get admission in VIT?
We are not giving any special consideration for those kind of additional this thing. But anyway, in your personal interview, definitely you can explain it to the panel and they may consider it.
Right. I think Jayaprada query has also been answered. Virtual GK already
and there was once too, I'm sorry, Prabhu, to intervene. Yeah. There was one who was asked for extracurricular. Of course, we are for extracurricular activities. And how do we just hone your soft skills? And the other, we are very much for extracurricular activities, and we do have clubs and exclusive clubs and chapters for the same, wherein the students are given the chance to organize events. We want the students to be be very good event organizers. So we have ample extra avenues for club activities, and of course we give more importance to extracurricular.
There is a query from Shweta sir to you. I am meant to attend my ATMA entrance exam, which is held on February 18th. So I am meant to upload the entrance scorecard in the application form. How to submit the application form?
See, you can give a self-declaration in the scorecard area, declaring that you wrote the entrance exam on 18th, and I think the results are declared on February 23rd. Later, after getting the scorecard, you can submit it through email. That you can do. Before the results, if it comes, we will consider.
I think the genuine question has already been answered, I believe. Yes, sir. That's it.
I think Prabhu, we should also tell them. See, apart from the general flow, we do have so many clubs. Based on your interest, personal interest, you can just get associated with the clubs both at the school level and at the institute level. So, say for example, we have photography club, tourism club, a tech speak club, a community development club, NGO club. There are so many. So once you come here, you can just leverage on these clubs.
Okay, and few more questions there in the Zoom. So I couldn't upload my score of math. It only accepts percentage. Why is that? Anyway, you can upload the scorecard, and if you are unable to upload, you can send it by mail. Okay. And next is, ma'am, is there any reservation criteria for OBC candidates in admission? There is no reservation here. And class timing is given by Dean VADPS, Dr. V. Gopal. He himself is there in the
from 9:30 to
meeting,
4.
and he gave it as 9:30 to 4 p.m. And GK, general knowledge, is very important for personal interview. That is the tips given by Dean VADPS. And Sweta's question is answered. Mohammed Azan, that already Dr. Subhashini, she answered. So all the questions were answered. Now it's time to thank Dr. Subhashini, Dr. Prabhu, and Dr. Balamurugan, who all were there in the session for it's almost 1.5 hours. I thank each and every one of them for attending, as well as Dean VADPS, who was a big support for us. And he arranged for the speaker, and he was there in the session throughout, and he was answering some questions in the chat box. So yes, sir is there.
All right.
Okay. And I thank each and every participant for attending this 1.5 hour long session, for your active participation and your interest. More than 300 people they attended the session today. Hope to see you all at VIT very soon. Thank you so much, and wish you all the best for your personal interview and the selection process.
Yes.
Thanks a lot. Good night.
Thanks a lot, Sashi sir. And for personal interview, again we repeat, don't worry, be confident, know the basics of your background, and have some general knowledge. And that's it. All the very best. See you all in our campus. Happy learning to all. Good night.